Hey guys, welcome to Friday's stream. Well, firstly, I want to say yesterday was such a disaster because we had fun on the Wednesday going live for World of Warcraft Midnight to start the campaign, start our foothold in the new expansion, and then obviously we were going to continue that on Thursday stream yesterday, but then obviously had no internet, so that was great. And then today the internet has not long just gone back on, so fortunately we've been able to do Zay's reset, so that's what we're doing. So with that happening, I will talk about this forthcoming week, because I just thought, well, we're going to go back and do World of Warcraft obviously to finish technically a full part, because we always do Wednesday and Thursday, so we already done Wednesdays, so more about that a bit later. So welcome to Destiny 2 Renegades, and we are going to do Zay's Reset Live. So what will Zay have for us on offer this reset week, the 13th of week of the 10th of March 2026, Friday the 13th. Sounds really terrible, doesn't it? But welcome to Destiny 2, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to go straight to the tower, despite the slight delay because of the fact that the internet wasn't on, and it was really annoying me. So in the absence of yesterday, of course, I had to think how could we make up for Thursday streams. So reset week coming, we will do a additional stream, so we will do Thursday stream next week because there's disruption next week, so we will do Thursday stream next week, and obviously Friday and Saturday, which is what we originally planned. But in addition, obviously, like I said, because of what's happened with the second part of technically World of Warcraft Midnight expansion, the beginning, we're going to have another attempt to try to do the second part. So once we've done Thursday stream next week, we will technically have at least two visits as planned for World of Warcraft Midnight at least. But more about that a bit later. So welcome to the annex side of the tower. This is the new location for Zay, so we're going to go and see him as quickly as possible, as it were. So we did have a very interesting start to Destiny 2 Renegades on Tuesday, and then obviously Wednesday we began World of Warcraft Midnight, and then we were going to continue that yesterday, but then thanks to the internet not working, so I put a bit of a pause on that, which was not what I planned. I was just worried that it was going to be, a knock-on effect for tomorrow night, because obviously tomorrow night we were going to do something else, but fortunately today's decided to work about 20 minutes ago, to be fair. So Sarah is in front of us, right here, and there's a queue. Excuse me.
I bring gifts of the nine.
So each week was Zay's reset, as I mentioned before in previous Zay's reset lives for Destiny 2. So he has usually two bits of different gear for each of the classes. So the hunters, the titans, as well as the warlocks. It is rare. Last week we had two identical exotic bits of gear for one class, which was a bit funny because it sort of had the same traits that you could potentially pick that piece of exotic gear, to help with damage resistance, for example, which is more focused on last time. But this week, so far, there appears to be at least a different bit of gear. Oh, hold on a minute. I think the type. Nope. I think. Yes, so potentially two bits of gear different. But we will go through it together. So, starting with the hunters, of course, they've got chest armor. So we have seen this piece of gear before. So depending what traits you're trying to get in regards to maybe getting your super, in this case, depending what damage you want to deal as well. But sometimes, like I said, chest armor does relate to damage resistance, that sort of thing. But in this case, it's actually helping you get supercharged with certain damage, and then you can basically deal that in the instance. So you do have 3 major slots, mod slots, so you can, I think you can stack them together, so that's sort of cool. And then obviously, as always, the minor slot sort of works alongside the major ones, so you can pick any of the, you know, that you feel that will be beneficial for your hunter in this case. So probably a super mod will work best for this, especially for this piece of gear, with it you know, more relating to your super. So so as always, you can upgrade it to a level 5, and if you have a duplicate of it in your collection, you can merge them both together, keeping the stats of the higher geared version of it. For you hunters out there, there probably is more choice in giving you an example of what the appearance could look like. So I've only got these 2, which is not really helpful really, but bear in mind I don't actually have a hunter or warlock, so it is a shame that we can't use all the other classes like appearances, just transmog, you know, that sort of thing, because that'd be really cool. So for example, we pick this appearance and then the color scheme to try to make it match as near as possible to the entire bit of gear, really. So second bit of gear for the hunters is a helmet, so exactly the same thing. So sometimes the piece of exotic gear, in this case the helmet for the hunters, so can you know, relate to a specific trait that you might want to try to work out, you know, towards helping in regards to buffs and things like that. But yeah, so it does appear to be more related to ammo drop, so maybe special ammo drop or heavy ammo will probably be really useful. And you can pick specific damage, I think, or something like that, because I'm not sure what Siphon means. Who names these things? But I think it's help you depending what class damage you're going as. You know, if you're going as Void, this will be very helpful, or if you're going Strand, Stasis, Solar, and Arcan Harmonic is here somewhere. There it is. So you've got tons of them to pick, but I think it just depends if your teammates maybe have something similar, and then you can help them out in the raid or very difficult nightfall, for example. I mean, this helmet looks really sort of looks a bit like the Fallen in a way, you know, what they wear. So obviously I don't have another appearance to show you about this bit of gear, but So like I said, you can try to customize it as much as possible to blend in with the color scheme you're trying to go for your hunter in this case. So that's made it look a bit more uh, appealable than it. But obviously, if you had, you know, more options for transmog, which a lot of you will probably have, because I don't, with not having a hunter or warlocks or. Um, but it's funny because I do have warlock appearances, but obviously certain bits of gear for the hunter I don't always have the appearance for, which is a bit weird because certain bits of gear like the chest armor that we looked at this before, I've got additional appearances where the helmet for the hunter I don't even have any additional appearances, which is really weird. So next class, the Titans, which is what my character is, a Titan. So obviously she will have additional appearances to show you guys, for example. So we got all of these. Not as many as I thought I did, but I mean, this is one of the new ones, so that is sort of like a Fallen, maybe. And then you got this one, and then you got these. I mean, that one's quite cool. I don't know why this reminds me of Saint 14. You know, maybe looking a bit peed off, sort of thing. But and then you got. I don't know why that reminds me of Gaul, but I don't know why this reminds me of what the Cabal, you know, Kyle's like dad or something, or something like that. And then this, I have no idea. It's like a. I mean, to be honest, I think this helmet looks more related to a hunter really than a Titan. And then you got this one, which sort of relates to the Scorn, doesn't it, a bit? But so, for example, like that other helmet that looks a bit funny, as I call it. So, if you did pick this color scheme, so as you can see, it tries to blend as much as possible, but there is certain parts of the armor that hasn't changed one bit. And same with this, really. It's changed it slightly, probably 98% of it, but it's the teeth around the beak sort of thing. So, like I said, it does, to me, reflect more of a hunter piece of armor than a Titan, but never mind. So, in this case, for the Titan's bit of gear, so exactly the same as what the hunter's bit of gear, so does seem to reflect more related to ammo drop. So heavy ammo and special ammo is very important, of course, during a difficult nightfall run or a raid or dungeon, depending you know what your team is going to be trying to attempt or accomplish. And again, you got these siphon things, which so potentially it could be an option depending what damage most of your team is going out with, and then you can, you know, select which one that's going to help the team. But like I said, to me, it seems to be more related to ammo drop than anything else. So you can upgrade it as always, just like all the other bits of exotic gear, to at least a level 5. Some gear can be upgraded still to a level 10, but that's the old leveling system, which they have you know, made changes to that bit of gear. So occasionally you will get bits of gear that you can level to masterwork to at least a level 10. And of course, if you've got duplicates of this bit of gear, or any exotic gear, one higher than the other, it keeps the stats of the higher bits of gear rather than the lower one. So like I was saying just before, the different bits of gear often have different traits and things like that, and reflect on specific maybe subclass damage. So in this case it does reflect more on arc, so in this case the arc siphon will probably be best. And you know, you can maybe have one arc and maybe one of the other ones just to help your teammates, or maybe a heavy ammo slot helping with the regen for that, as well as maybe, you know, one for special ammo as well, and maybe have the minor one just helping with maybe your melee regen, or helping with your super potentially. You've got plenty of choice really, but obviously, you know, to see what your teammates are going out with first, and then maybe work around that. But like I said, with it relating to arc damage, so it will be probably beneficial if you just try to work around arc slightly or totally, you know, because I think it depends if, you know, more than one of you is going to be dealing tons of arc damage. Because if you got, you know, a warlock that's going to deal like void, so that could potentially stun barrier champions and things, so certain pests, barrier champions, that sort of thing, especially during a nightfall, will have specific damage. They're vulnerable more to specific damage. So but like I said, you've got tons of choice. So second bit of gear for the Titans is leg armor. So this relates more to, let's have a look. So like I said, you've got tons of gear to choose from, but unfortunately you can only equip one bit of exotic gear and one exotic weapon only. So it is a shame you can't just totally be overkill, you know. But so this maybe relates to, I have no idea what these are about. So it does seem to relate to orbs of power more than anything else. So, and that does help the team get their supers quicker, and obviously be able to do their ultimate ability more often. So like I said, I think it depends which one you need, but so it depends. I think the other thing is if you're gonna be a sort of a support as well, but Titans do just go out and do tons of damage, so maybe you want to have sort of hard to know which one to pick, but they seem to all do something similar, so I think depending which one or what for example, if you went as with arc, so arc will be maybe one of the slots here, and then obviously the rest will be maybe related to melee, maybe. This is mobility, and this is for health and armor one as well. So you got tons of ones to choose from, depending if you feel your character's not got enough armor, that sort of thing. But it helps to regen the orbs of power, dropping tons of times throughout an instance, so you can, like I said, get your ultimate ability, and that's where you cause the most damage as well. So your teammates will benefit from that. So potentially protection will be quite useful. So I think it just depends what your other teammates have got as a spec that you just before you go into an instance, and then if you change it to which one that's more suited to help your teammates as well. But I think potentially you can pick one of well, you can only pick 3, but if you picked one of this and one of that and one of this, at least it covers all 3. Do you know what I mean? And then the minor one could be, say for example, melee. So the melee mod will help this. For example, if you did pick that as one of the major mods. So you can upgrade it to level 5 and infuse it if you have duplicates. That's obviously, like I said, higher piece of gear of the same one than the lower version, keeping the stats of the high version of it, especially depending what the high version stats. So the high version stats might have much better stats than this, with it being the default for this one. So with my Titan having plenty of options, to give you an example of transmog, so you select which one you would like, for example. So we pick this one for this example, and then we can change it to this. Sort of blends quite well, doesn't it? So you can also pick other colours, of course, but sometimes that's where you notice the actual armour's not actually fully covered in the colour that you prefer it to be. So this one's a great example where it does more or less cover everything apart from the back of the legs, really. So you still got this bit that doesn't really change, and yeah. But if you did pick this one, at least it's a bit more hidden, slightly. But from the front, you don't really see it, but it's only when you look at the back. So even though we changed it to that, so maybe you have to pick a colour, maybe like silver, something. See what I mean? Just sort of blends in a bit more. But like I say, you got absolutely loads of colour schemes to go through, or shaders as they're also known. So it doesn't really matter really, as long as you're happy with that colour. So I mean, like I said, that one looks really cool. It's just a shame on the back it's just not quite covered, but it doesn't matter. But there again, if you pick a different appearance, it does cover it all. See what I mean? So it depends if you don't mind it being slightly a different appearance, but at least the colour scheme that you prefer will actually cover everything. But like I said, there's tons of gear, so you've got tons of choice. So with my Titan, I've got tons of appearances, but obviously with the other 2 classes, the Hunters and Warlock, I don't really have any additional appearances for all the bits of gear for each of the other 2 classes. But yeah, like I said, the chest armor, we do actually have other appearances for the Hunter, but helmet didn't have any additional one, which is weird. So final class, Warlocks. So let's see if we got another appearance. Oh, we got this one. Well, we saw this one last time, so we will click off it. So this is the default. So like I said, this colour scheme only sort of covers everything. So if you pick a colour that sort of hides it, sort of thing, so that's acceptable, sort of, isn't it? Even if you pick that one, yeah. I wonder what... So this one that I picked looks a bit funny now. So it doesn't suit that one, does it? This looks like somebody's been sick on my warlock. So, for example, if you pick a colour like that one that we had before, see, a bit more acceptable, isn't it? So, with regards to the warlock's options, in regards to the mods, so the major mods once again relate to, you know, depending what you want to try to help out with for the team, I guess. So if it's going to be helping with your armor, or helping with your team's armor, so the more damage you, I guess, have, you know, resistance to, you build, you know, plenty of orbs of power that way. Grenades could be another one as well, and melee is probably another definite one. But if you feel that your warlocks hasn't got much mobility, so that will definitely be one that's important. So like I said, you've got tons of choice really, but I think it depends if you feel that your warlock needs to have certain additional traits that, you know, potentially your teammates might not quite have to protect themselves. So obviously you want to try to help your team, so you probably want to maybe have armor, and definitely something to do with damage, I would say. And then the minor one, like I said, depending what you need, but these will help with the major you know, mod slot, just to help you get your orbs of power as well. So then you can get your super and ultimate ability basically, and kick ass numerous times over and over, because the more orbs of power you drop once you've cast your super, then you can cast your super on, you know, in the instance, and then you can regather them once your super has run out of, you know, because it's a specific time for it. You know, I think it's like 30 seconds or something, and then you have to rebuild your orbs of power again just to regen. But obviously, it speeds things up. So even the melee, I think the melee will be really useful, or the grenade, I think. But if you feel that your warlock needs other things, such as a super, that could be very helpful too. So I think it could be all to do with, you know, testing out which one will work best. So yeah, there's so many choices. Yeah, so like I was going to say, so, you know, test it out, I would say. My brain was trying to think what to say about that, but like I said, you can upgrade it to at least a level 5, and obviously merge duplicates together. The higher version will, you know, be kept, where the stats for the high version of it will be kept, and obviously merged with the low power level version of it. But yeah, it's a tricky thing to think about with the mods, because I think sometimes you have to play around with it and see which will work best for your warlock in this case. So, final bit of gear for the Warlocks this week is gauntlets. So, so this does relate to more of charge, like regeneration of charge. So, if there is something like the Orbs of Power sort of thing, that'd be really good. So these two will work together for the Mage's mod slot as well as this one as well. So maybe all of them could be 1, 2, 3, for example. But you do have this one as well. So these could work together. So maybe these two slots could be here, and then this one could be this one or this one. So if you prefer a cooldown rather than Orbs of Power, that's another way of getting your super and things quicker as well. But like I said, Orbs of Power speeds up the process very quickly. And the minor slot could be helping with your grenade regen as well, to help you get more for this, which will help this or help this. And then yeah, so like I said, you've got tons of choice and options to test out. So you can upgrade it to a level 5 since the new changes they brought in Destiny 2 Edge of Fate, as well as Final Shape, where it began the changes. So duplicates, so if you've got one higher than the other, just like the other bit of gear, merges them together, keeping the stats of the high version. So sometimes you have to be aware, sometimes the lower version has better stats than the higher, so you have to be very careful. If you don't mind sacrificing that bit of gear, but then it might be a long time before you will get that bit of gear back again with the desired stats as a default, which is another thing to always keep an eye out as well. So in this case, for this Warlock bit of gear, we do have 3 options. So if we pick that one, like I said before, so like the Warlocks has appearances for certain bits of gear, where the Hunters have appearances for, you know, other bits of gear, but not helmet, which is a bit weird because I do have multiple helmets in the vault, but for the Hunters, but it's weird because it doesn't actually show as additional appearances. But the good thing is you can always create a new character, a new Warlock, a new Hunter, and get additional appearances that way, and play as a different class altogether, just to see what it's like, because they're all fun, you know. So like I said, you can play around with this for ages until you're happy with the appearance, but it is up to you if you're happy with it. I think if we pick this one, so that colour works sort of well, and then you've got this colour, but you still got that hint of blue here that doesn't seem to disappear. So if you pick this one, it sort of hides it a bit or merges it within the colour scheme slightly, but I mean that one looks much better, doesn't it? Sort of hides it, doesn't it? But like I said, it's up to you what colour you pick as a character. So the final thing Zer has for us here is the mark, which is basically what my character wears here. So basically the mark that he has available is similar, and it has different traits. So this mark has different traits and perks, should I say, in this case, but it is random, so you just don't know if it's going to be anything decent or not until you buy it, which is sort of the downside really, because with these you can actually see the different stats that you potentially can get, you know, or I should say you will get from choosing the default exotic bit of gear that he has on offer, where the mark itself is random, so you can buy this numerous times, but it doesn't mean one will be better than the other, but it is up to you if you want to buy it. So if your main class is a hunter or a warlock, this will be called something else. So it is the mark that your class would wear. So warlocks will wear something that's called different. Well, it's the same, but called something different. And same with the hunters, it's called something different as well. So for the warlocks and hunters, they both do the same thing, but called different, different names. So this is the one for my Titan, because with my Titan being my main class. Interesting name, isn't it? So there's a requirement every single reset on a Friday is to spend at least 47 strange coins every week. So it doesn't matter if you buy resources such as glimmer or raid banners, as well as enhancement cores, and if you do need to get some more, the ascending alloys, which work alongside the ascending shard and the prism as well, basically for upgrading your exotic gear. But it is a bit funny that you can only get a specific amount. So the ascending alloy works alongside with the cipher, and works alongside the enhancement prism as well. And sometimes the requirement is that it takes these as well as a ascending shard to go along with this. So maybe one of this, or it's usually one of these and two of these sometimes, depending which exotic gear it is, really. It's hard to understand it, but sometimes each of these, to upgrade it, needs specific different amounts of enhancement cores, ascending shards, prisms and stuff. So all work together just to upgrade it, but it's very hard to understand which ones need the most, if you know what I mean. So like I said, Zer's reset requirement is to spend at least 47 strange coins, and you do have the other option to buy other things or other offerings, as it's also known as, so or in this case strange offerings, because strange gear offerings, there is exotic gear individually, but I'm not sure. I know it says exotic gear, but I don't know if it means exotic armor as well. Same with the legendary engram underneath. It is a strange weapons engram, but I'm sure I've got some chest armor before from this, even though it does refer to strange weapon engram, but I'm sure it's those strange engrams, so it should potentially give you, you know, gear and armor. Same with this, but I'm not sure fully if that's, because I'm sure that did happen, but maybe that was a bug. But so the other option to buy or to help towards your 47 requirement, you can buy the individual exotic engram by itself, 17 per one, or the legendary weapons engram, 7 per one. So it's a slightly bit different. So this is more expensive than this. Or you can buy the individual weapons themselves. So as auras, since the changes from the Witch Queen onwards, they ensured that the Hawk Moon hand cannon would be the default hand cannon in the options every reset. So each week this one doesn't change, where the rest can change. So these could change, the other three can. So like I said, you got the Hawkman hand cannon this week, the Crimson hand cannon this week, and you also have the tractor cannon shotgun, as well as the Queenbreaker linear fusion rifle as well. 2 catalysts this week. You have the Sky Burner's Oath catalyst, as well as the Hardlight catalyst for those who need these catalysts, basically. And underneath, with the legendary weapons, you've got tons of choice, and each of the bits of gear available has specific damage class as well. So you've got stasis here, arc. So you've got more arc here. So you've got void, solar, strand, and you've got another stasis, and just general, you know. So this will probably go into the primary ammo slot. One, for example. So if you need any of them, you can spend at least 47 for the requirement. So we're going to do things quite simple. So we don't actually need to buy any of these, but we can buy them if we want. So we will so guess we'll come back and get that. So we're going to do things a bit simple. So we're going to buy some rare banners, some enhancement cores. So we've already spent 28 already just buying 2 things. So we're going to buy these.
The 9 meant for you to have that.
So we have spent the required 47. So now it allows us to get the Favour of the 9 buff, and Sir's dead excited because we've spent 47 coins. There will be tons of players come to see him every Friday reset, and I just think he's going to have a shitload of coins, isn't he, as I call it. Maybe he's going to go to the pub, but he probably won't. I mean, he doesn't look like the sort who would go to the pub and get absolutely shit-faced, you know. But he does like watching the Crucible and Gambit, so maybe he's gonna put bets on about who's gonna die. I just hope he doesn't put bets on me, because I always die, Lord. So he's probably put a bet on me. So as simple as that, we have done Zer's reset. So we say thank you to Zer. Thank you, Mr. Zer. and we will went the wrong way. Go to the main courtyard. So June's is reset Friday to the following reset Tuesday, to about 5 p.m. GMT on reset Tuesday, the same day that it does actually reset. So he will be there until that time, and then it will officially reset, and then he won't be back till obviously that following Friday. So literally a week today, but once Reset Tuesday has begun its reset, Zer disappears till the forthcoming Friday of that same reset week. So you do have time. If you don't have a chance to see him today, you go up to Reset Tuesday 5 p.m. before it actually officially resets for Destiny 2. So when we were last in, I kept my subclass as Void during Gambit. So we're on to the next part of tonight's drama. So it's a bit of a shame about yesterday, because I was actually looking forward to doing part 2 of World of Warcraft Midnight, so you get to see that. So with that happening, I've decided, like I said at the beginning of the stream, this forthcoming week, after tomorrow night's stream, reset week of the 17th of March 2026. So that Thursday, just under a week's time, basically, because obviously it's Friday now, we will go back into World of Warcraft Midnight to finish where we left off before, because of what's happened with the delay, no internet, until about at least about an hour ago, which is annoying because there was internet on the Wednesday and Tuesday, so why did it be a pain in the butt? But these things happen without them telling me, basically. So we're going to do that, and then next Friday and Saturday, Zeus Reset and Diablo 4 next Saturday as well. So rather than the 2 streams that would have been next week, because with the forthcoming disruption, we're actually doing technically 3 next week, so Thursday, Friday and Saturday. So, but more about that at the end again of tonight's stream, so I will remind you all. So we're going to go into the next part in tonight's drama. So we're going to go out. Oh, going to come out of that. Hold on. Don't know why I did that. So we're going to come out. And we are going to go into Crucible and Gambit. So we're going to go into Control first. So we will do 4 of these and 4 Gambits, and then after it, so I kept it on Void for the moment. So in regards to the mini little requirements here, so this is a massive change in how they made it more simplified for your character's progression each week. So each week you try to do the little mini requirement of getting this to max, really. So you've got tons of little things to do. It isn't difficult or anything, it's just, more, what's the word? Fun and more simplified as well. So these help this, and help towards this. So a lot of players not too bothered about you know, additional rewards from the loot system, but a lot of players just want to get Bright Dust, which is like me, because building up on Bright Dust currency will help decide you know, if we want to buy anything from the Eververse store, for example, which we will have a look a bit later. So there is a ship that we could potentially buy that we had a look at on Tuesday. So we do have a chance to maybe buy the ship later if we want to buy it, but it will cost us some Bright Dust. But that's the whole point of building your currency of Bright Dust. It's helping you get enough currency just to buy stuff, because you can buy things for silver, but I've only got Bright Dust for the moment. So once we've done Crucible, this side of Crucible, we will do the other side of Crucible, Gambit, and then after that we will do the final thing of Xur's Reset Live, which is a live Nightfall run. I don't know which one it'll be. So we have recently done the Arms Dealer, the well, Brakazan, numerous times over the past couple of days actually. So I recorded a Nightfall live obviously on Tuesday, but it seemed to be the same one as it was from the previous day when I did record one, so I don't know why it hadn't changed, but maybe it's for a reason that that's happened. So welcome to Crucible. So we have to capture the zones as a team. Getting all zones gets a power play. That's how you get the points. So the good thing is kills don't necessarily count.
Take them and crush your enemies.
You know, in regards to the Crucible. But
Zone C captured.
I don't want to be the person made. Funny. Usually I'm the first one dead. Which is, I'm going to get a t-shirt with that on, because it is true. I think I've died more times than any other player. Ah! Ooh, cheeky little... See what I mean? I didn't deserve that.
Zone advantage is yours.
How nice. But
Zone B lost.
like I said, it's just a bit of fun to me, but a lot of players do take this so seriously when they don't need to. Funny. Ah!
Zone A captured. Zone advantage is yours.
So we're so far behind in regards to the point score, he does actually call it a day, which is a very high possibility if the team isn't actually bothering.
Your enemy can't kill if they're dead.
Ah, fuck! I didn't realise it was there. Shit. I was like, I'm getting shot by somewhere, but I don't know where. Well, we've had fun in this one. I killed the first pest. But then, ever since then, I've been getting murdered by everyone on his team. Because they're like, how dare you? And I'm just like, just a bit of fun, you and me. But Oh, you bloody survived that. How did he not die? You know when you think you've done enough damage, but for some reason they live. Ah! Well, that was quite funny. He wasn't even paying attention. He just wanted to fucking kill me. Didn't you piece of shit? No, seriously, he was just more focused on killing me. I'm not a champion, you know. Now bugger off. Oh, you piece of... We're not really capturing the zones here, so I think he's going to call it. Which is a bit of a shame, but like I said, we are doing this live, so it's very hard to predict how Crucible's going to go. The only downside with all Crucible, apart from momentum control, is the indicators on, so they know where we are. So, but when momentum control's active, it is the best Crucible out of the entire lot because they don't know where you are, which is what it should be like in the first place. Ew, that little shit got me just because I killed him before. See what I mean? That seems to be very personal for some reason. So, like I said, he called it even well before it was finished because for some reason not everyone was concentrating on capturing the zone. So it can happen where it's sort of spoilt that way. So we go into the next one, hoping it will be better. So the little requirements, we've been building on this as well for the week as well. So you have to do at least 50, which I still think it should be much simplified than that, because realistically not all players have the entire week to do the 50. Do you know what I mean? So they should make it more simplified to help players who at least do maybe a couple of these, you know what I mean, to help with their weekly requirement. Because like I said, not everyone has the time, and they need to think about that, and you know, you need to think about that to help other players.
Zone B captured.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we seem to be already joined one in progress. So this... Oh, you shit. You should have died, but never mind. At least I killed my first pest in this one and then died afterwards. So with the instance or the beginning here, doesn't matter. Funny. I mean, the indicator's on, so he should have known that I was literally behind him, because obviously it tells them. Oh well, he wasn't paying attention. Shit. Just wasn't sure where that piece of shit was, but he was nearby. That's the only thing I knew. He was nearby, but I didn't know exactly where, because it just gives you an indication where the direction they're in. So even though we joined the instance already in progress, it still counts towards the weekly little requirement doing some Crucible, which is really good because, like I said, you know, not everyone has the time. Hey! So if we get the zones, we might be able to get a power play to catch up with the score.
You captured Zone B. You have zone advantage.
So the actual score in this one, even though we're behind, it's actually better than the previous one that we just did the whole one from the start, which is interesting in a way.
Zone C lost. Enemy has advantage.
So the score compared to the previous one is slightly better because he hasn't actually called it.
Zone B lost. Your enemy has a power play. Zone A captured.
That was so funny. That was so funny.
That's why we have fire.
Oh dear, did you get shot?
Zone C captured. You have zone advantage.
So that was quite funny because he cast his super. I think he was like King Dingaling, you know. We got fucking shot.
3 minutes remaining.
So he's more like a dead Dingaling.
Zone B captured. That's a power play. You took them.
So we got a power play, so we actually got some points to catch up. So we're heading towards... It is surprising sometimes. That was so funny! So we're not that far behind in the points, but we are still behind, but not
Zone B
as bad as it was before, so at least that's a positive. But
pushing for victory.
bear in mind we did join this already begun. Well, that was funny. Gave a nice punch. So if we do have teammates.
You're defeated.
Ah.
Persistence.
So we didn't do too bad in this one. We did begin it already started, so technically it doesn't count as a second one realistically, but
Again.
this one hopefully will be from the beginning, because I do prefer it from the beginning because you get to see the instant how it folds out, you know. So even though we have done so only a little bit got this increased, but we've got this completed. So we already got 5 of 15 little requirements done, which help towards this as well. So this does change as well. Sometimes it's to participate with you know, instances. So, but all this works to help towards these 3, which do change. This one more or less doesn't change, but these additional 2 here do, to help towards the little weekly thing. So if we can get some more bright dust, that'd be really good, and the chronolog currency as well. So we actually have done this. Oh, we're nearly done it. So we've still got heavy ammo kills to get, and then we've actually completed that little requirement. So this is a I think this is an exotic one, so that's very helpful. So this is a legendary one, and this is a so during Gambit we should be able to get that done if it does count towards it in Gambit. If not, we're going to have to see in Crucible if we can actually get some heavy ammo and see if we can get additional kills with that, just to help with that. Because it might be as straightforward as just getting a couple more kills, but I have no idea because it keeps bloody changing, you know, the little requirements. So we've got additional bits of gear that we don't need, so we actually are recycling it. So we're getting some more glimmer. So we did spend quite a bit of glimmer on Tuesday because we were literally maxed out already, which can happen, but these things happen. So what will happen in this Crucible? So as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, I have changed my ship to this new one that we got last time, and it's a really cool ship actually. So it's sort of in respect to the Year of the Fire Horse celebration. But like I said, we do have additional ship to potentially get during our visit to visit Tess a bit later in regards to the Eververse store reset. So that resets every Tuesday to the following Tuesday, for example. So you do have a week to decide if you want to buy anything. You don't have to. You can just wait to the week after and hope that the loot will be, or what's on offer will be different. I'm still trying to get a certain ship that was on offer years ago, but I haven't seen it since, but it is available to get, but it's just I'm waiting for it to come back so I can buy it with Bright Dust, because I don't have any silver. So a lot of players might have silver, so they can buy it that way, but
Control.
I don't have silver. So I did buy some to get certain appearances and that, because it wasn't going to be there all the time, but they have put a lot of things in the archive, so you can buy it with silver. But like I said, why is my I like how my teammates have just all buggered off and left just two of us to capture the flag, and now we're behind with the score, which is really funny because you would think they would try to get the zone to help have an even start to the instance, but no, they had to make it complicated already.
Zone B. Zone advantage is yours. Zone C lost.
So we're doing catch up again unnecessarily. Hang. Did I hear something? Oh dear, somebody got shot.
Zone B lost.
So two of us are here, so we're gonna increase it by 2.
You captured Zone C.
So we're still behind again. We didn't need to be. Ah, fuck! Get him! That little pest got me. I think that was a hunter.
Power play. Zone A captured. You captured Zone B. You have advantage.
Ah! I was hoping to get you. I just realised what they killed me with. Bloody grenade launcher. Bloody great, wasn't it? Got your back. Hey.
Zone A.
What? Where's he at? Bye! You went flying? You didn't send me a postcard?
You captured Zone C. You have
So when momentum control is active in Destiny 2... Oh, you shit! You didn't have to do that. We will have fun with it because it's the best Crucible instance, and I should just turn the entire Crucible instances like that. I don't know why they don't, but it is more fun that way, I think.
Zone C lost. You captured Zone A. You
Yay.
have advantage.
Thing. Some green thing. Ah, might have to get heavy armor here. Shit.
Zone B lost. Zone C captured. You have advantage. You captured Zone B. You have zone advantage.
Ah, shit! How did he survive that? Very hard to understand sometimes. The punches that you do, or melee, doesn't always do anything.
5 minutes left.
Ah, did I hear there?
Zone B lost.
Well, that was rather funny.
Zone C lost. Power play.
I like how he got absolutely punched in the face for killing me by my teammate. What? What's going on here?
Zone B captured. You have zone
So, I got a chance to cast my super here.
Zone A lost.
Cast my void super on this pet.
Zone C captured. You have zone advantage.
Ah! You! Just because I killed your friend. So we did actually get a super kill, which is a good thing. I'm trying to get that heavy ammo over there.
And victory is yours. Don't spend all that ammo in one place.
That was quite funny. He was like, "Rah!" And I was like, oh, I ran out of fucking heavy ammo at the worst time impossible. You know when you nearly kill them, but then you're like, I ran out of ammo. So the past couple of instances, we had to get at least 150 points, but some of them we still have to get at least 200, which hard to understand that. But each map's different, but it's still the same arena, you know, where we have to capture the zone. So it's sort of like confusing in that sense.
You fight like a demon for these zones.
I fight like a demon, eh?
I need more like you.
So we say thank you to our team A. And once again, we don't have enough medals to hand out. So, control number 3 coming up technically. What will happen in this one? Apart from the fact that you know I'm gonna die. Does that gonna bother? So we complete another couple of little requirements. So it's helping this. So I do hope everyone's well and had a decent week. It's been sort of, you know, eventful in regards to obviously the internet this week, but in regards to me trying to get back to normal after the operation, literally a week today, because I didn't get home till last Saturday. So that's why we did Zer's reset. Slightly different to usual because obviously I wasn't home till the Saturday afternoon. So yeah, just think, a week. Time flies, doesn't it? You don't realise it. In regards to that, the operation and everything, but yeah, they're happy with how it's healing and all that sort of thing. So even though it's been just under a week, they're happy how it's healing. They actually said it's quicker than they thought it would be for the first week, which is a good thing. But I'm pleased it's sort of over because obviously, when you're in a queue waiting to have the procedure and then you're like going, I've been waiting for ages, hurry up. But at least it's done and now I can just try to get back to normal and things. As much as possible. So the week has been alright. The weather has been weird. It's been occasionally decent, and then past couple of days it's been really windy. And yesterday was a great example where it was the wind was blowing the rain back. It stopped, and then the rain came back. Then it stopped, then the rain came back, then it stopped. And then today, totally different. The sun was out occasionally, and you'd start, well, this is weird. The sun's out, so why wasn't it like this yesterday? But weird. So we will see what will happen this forthcoming week in regards to weather. But at the moment we've got the weekend to look forward to. We just don't know what it's going to be like.
Control.
So crucible number 3, technically.
Show me you can take ground. Hold
So same principle, capture I like how my teammate nudged me out the way. Capture the zone. So there's actually more of us capturing the zone this time, which is really weird because past couple we just haven't bothered doing it as a group, collecting the zone together. Oh, you little shit.
Zone A lost. Enemy has zone advantage.
Do you think Lord Shax is really good at losing things in the supermarket?
You have zone advantage.
Just like, I've lost my life. Man. Oop. So there's 3 of us here.
You have advantage.
So the improvements that they introduced during Gambit and this side of Crucible is heavy ammo, not heavy ammo, but normal special ammo does respawn quicker, which is interesting.
Captured zone B. Zone advantage.
But heavy ammo does have a little timer when that does reject.
Zone A lost.
Ooh, it's nearly ready to pick up. So I'm going to try to get some heavy ammo before the little shits. Oh, here. So I picked up some heavy ammo, which is really good. Ah, I was wanting to shoot somebody.
Zone A captured. You have advantage.
Ooh, you shit! Oh, well that was rather funny. My teammate killed him for killing me. Ah! Because we got the heavy ammo just to kill somebody, didn't we? But... So the other thing is, during the previous instances, as well as...
Zone A lost. Enemy has advantage.
Ah!
Zone C captured. You
Current
have
ones,
advantage.
we still lose our heavy ammo if we die, even from the past expansions, so that hasn't changed. Oh, sorry, did I punch you in the face? Hey! No need for that. Oh dear, I think he got injured.
You captured
So
zone
we
A.
will try it again to see if we
Keep
can
the
get
pressure on. Zone
some
C
kills with
lost.
heavy ammo once the heavy ammo respawns, so it is available.
I've seen enough. I'm calling this one.
Oh, that's funny. He's calling it. Yay. Oh dear.
Sound tactics bring victory.
Ah, didn't get a chance to get
Your
some more heavy
victory
ammo
gives the
again.
city hope, Guardians.
So we hand some medals out this side because we never got a chance before. So final Crucible, this side of Crucible for tonight. So regards to the little requirement, we got a little bit further, same with this one, and same with this one. So, so regards to heavy ammo, we still have 6% more to get. So I don't know if that means 6 more kills, because I don't know it's per percent per kill in regards to how it's calculated. Sometimes it is related to how many kills, so that's like 100 pests, guardians altogether, you know. So it's sort of like don't know if it just necessary means Crucible or Gambit, so it might refer to Gambit as well, and potentially the Nightfall as well, so that could be another opportunity to get some more of the requirement done for that if it hasn't been completed by the time we do the Nightfall run tonight. So once we go into Gambit, at least then we can change the subclass as damage class, basically. So we are currently Void, so we keep it on Void for this final one for this side of Crucible. Then we will switch it to Strand, so you get to see that. And then after that one, the second Gambit, we will go into Stasis. Third Gambit, we will go into Arc, and then final one will go into Solar, which is my favourite because we could burn everything. And then for the Nightfall live run, we will switch it back to Arc in preparation. Let's see if we can get this finished a bit more. So, final Gambit, well, side of Crucible 4 Gambit, should I say.
The zones are yours if you fight for them, Guardian.
So, is the team going to bugger off? Oh, they're all going up it. Well, most of the team's here. So, 5 of us stayed there.
Enemy claimed Zone B.
That was quite funny, because he was like, I got you, man. It's like, sorry I shot you in the face.
Zone C captured. You have advantage. Zone A lost.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to punch you in the face. I thought you were Vex or something.
You captured Zone B. Zone advantage is yours.
So we might be able to get the heavy ammo here. Oh, that was nice of you. Stabby jaw, eh? Oh, he's dead. How funny.
Zone advantage is yours.
I'm just waiting for the heavy ammo to respawn or finish its cooldown so we can actually collect it, but obviously that can be bait. So there will be other players wanting the heavy ammo as well. So we're gonna fight over it.
It's time, Guardian. Crush them.
Ah! How did you fucking not die? I shot you with heavy ammo. That's impossible.
Zone A lost.
See what I mean? I shot him with heavy ammo, but he didn't get any bloody damage. Makes sense, doesn't it? Somebody's shooting, but I don't know. Sorry, just shot my teammate.
Zone C captured. Zone advantage is yours.
Ah? So it appears everyone's
Zone B lost.
all over the place, which makes sense, but if we get all the zones, we get a power play. But if the team gets all the zones, they get a power play, so they can catch up with the score if they're behind the score quite a bit, for example. Ah.
Zone C lost.
I like how he killed me and then he was like, "Ah, got him," and then my teammate was like,
You captured Zone
Like-
B. You have advantage.
"How dare you?"
Zone A lost.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Stabby Joe. Ah. Ooh, heavy ammo. Can maybe get it.
Zone C captured.
And then
You have
we can
zone advantage.
do some more shooting with heavy ammo and maybe get a bit more percent.
Zone C lost.
Yay!
Zone A captured. You have advantage.
How did he survive that? Hopefully that percent's gone up now slightly.
5
We got
minutes
another
remaining.
kill with heavy ammo.
Strong start. Fight on. You captured Zone C.
So
Zone
you
advantage.
might be able to see the Void Super for the final time for tonight. If we capture a zone and get some more additional cooldown for the super, because if you capture the zone with a team, it helps.
Captured Zone A.
Yay!
Keep the pressure on.
Now I can cast my super, which I plan to, and pest.
You're nearly there. Fight on and claim victory.
Where's it? Ha got you. Ah. Well, at least we've got another pest with my super, which is the main thing. So, certain maps is a 150 point.
Zone B lost.
Oi!
Zone A captured. Zone advantage is yours.
Hey.
Victory well executed. Your victory gives the city hope, Guardians.
What is it? More like embarrassment. So we are gonna head back to orbit, and I do hope you enjoyed this side of Crucible. So we're going to go into the other side of Crucible now and click on the World tab, click on Gambit. So you do actually have additional Crucible things, options. So there's Rift, Rumble, the hardware thing. So we're going to click on Gambit and see how things go. So like I said, we're going to switch the subclass to Strand. So we've got additional ones of these, we don't need any of them. So we do have exotic engram to use up, as well as 3 Eververse engrams from test, and we've got these additional ones as well, and we will open this a bit later as well. So this is what's inside. So I do hope you enjoyed that bit of Crucible, because as terrible as it was, but it was still a bit of fun, wasn't it? So just like the previous Crucible instances, is sort of PvP but PvE as well, because we actually had to capture the zones. So in Gambit we have to collect something as a team, individually as well, to help out with the team. It's a team effort. The PvP side of things comes into it when we have to protect the bank, protect the teammates who might have tons of motes that they collected. So the enemy team will invade. Well, one of them will invade to try to just ruin the collection. We also can go through to their side. One of us can also go through to their side and cause them problems. So it's basically switching, depending who gets the portal up first in instance. So it does open once the bank has a specific amount of motes. So sometimes it could be really close of who gets there first, but sometimes they do kill players, the invading player, for example, if they're not carrying anything, which has happened to me numerous times, where I didn't have any motes, but they still shot me. Ideally, you go for a player that is carrying something, but if none of them are carrying anything, when you actually go into the instance, or their instance, to try to get rid of them, as it were, or stop them collecting on their side, it's still a kill. If you kill all 4, it's known as a full wipe of the team, and the Drifter does get very excited, and you might hear that tonight. You have heard it in past there's Reset Live's streams, as well as on Reset Tuesdays for Destiny 2, where we did some Crucible and Gambit, and especially the Gambit side, where, like I said, if you kill all the opponent players in one instance before the time runs out, before it sends you back, obviously they won't be happy about it, but obviously the Drifter will be really excited, and you hear him getting really excited about it, which is really funny. But so that's the fun thing with this side of Crucible, I would say. But it's still Crucible, because we're still facing each other in a sort of arena type of thing, and we're also dealing with pests, additional pests like Scorn, the Hive, Cabal, for example. So it's still Crucible arena sort of thing, challenging, So Gambit number 1, who we going to be facing? The Drifter will let us know. It is going to be a bit of a mystery, and the location could be Earth, could be somewhere else. We will find out. So just like always, it will be re-uploaded, the entire stream, so you can watch it from scratch if you missed the live stream from the start. So just like the previous live streams, it is going to be uploaded. It takes ages to upload because it's such a big file, but individual parts of that stream are also going to be re-uploaded as well, edited if necessary.
Hi, bring a sword.
So if you're just interested,
You see one soldier, 100 more are waiting for you that you don't see
in just a specific part of the stream, Xer's Reader only, for example, the side of Crucible that we did,
Look at you all
or this side of Crucible.
Let's get some blood on that.
So welcome to Gambit, ladies and gentlemen. So kicking off Gambit, we are facing the Hive, I believe. Sounds really screechy.
Hostiles at the trees.
Yeah, that was interesting, because my teammates forgot about that mode.
Incoming wave at the ruin.
So the other thing is, once the other team deposits, it will send a blocker to our instance, and if we do not clear the bank before we deposit, we can't deposit them.
Must die, sister.
Here we are.
Your
Whoa,
allies
who's
in
shooting?
Vegas. They mean
Whoa.
business. Portal is prime. Lock
Could have lost them both, but fortunately, as a team, we got rid of the little pests around the bank, as it were. So if you don't clear the pests around the bank, it eats your motes, basically.
Almost. Bank and get that primeval out there. Woo! Your invaders back, and they just wiped out the entire opposing team.
As I said, the drifter does get excited if you wipe out the entire team.
Kill it and win it.
The opponent team. So, it's funny how we went down there and now the envoys for the primeval on this side. So, you can't do any damage to the primeval unless you get rid of the envoys.
Enemy invader down.
Ah, I was going to shoot him. Okay. So we get given about 20 seconds, something like that, to do as much damage as possible to the primeval, and then the shield will go back up, and then we have to deal with the primeval envoys again. So, envoys.
Invaders here. Make them feel unwelcome. Envoys eliminated. Focus on the primeval.
Where's he at? Ooh! You.
Invaders out. You'll
How
get 'em
dare you! I like how he shot me. No, no. So now both of us have our priming.
Invader on the field, and they don't look too friendly. Your allies hunting the other team. Enemy invasion over. You should have seen the look on their face. Ah, priceless.
Ah, the bloody boys. So once you get rid of the envoys, you can do damage to the primeval. Oh shit! Oh, he's got his shield.
Envoys taking a dirt now. Primeval time. Invaders here. Brace yourself. Yes, ma'am. That's what I call it.
So simple as that.
Look at all those moats. Packed tight and shiny. You're getting paid today.
So gambit number 2 about to begin. So the percent's gone up. Yay! So we're nearly done it. Yay! So we've got these two done now to help this. So we get all 3 done. That will help really boost this for the week. It's a shame it doesn't save it for the week after. Do you know what I mean? I think it should do that because helps players get it done. You know, for those who don't have enough time. Do you know what I mean? Because if you complete this quite easily, you're just wasting time really, because it's not going to benefit. So it should store it points, as it were, for the week after or the week after that if necessary. You know, I think that's what it should do, but I'm not in charge of the way the point system work for Crucible or the seasonal stuff. So next live stream after tonight we are heading into Diablo 4 tomorrow night, continuing Act 3. So we've made the start of Act 3. We're going to see if we can progress further or finish Act 3. That's what we will do on the live server Paladin, as it were, the purple one, and then the red Paladin I will record that not live, and it will be uploaded the day after or within the next week, so you will get to see that as well. And then obviously next weekend, literally tomorrow as well, we will head back into Diablo 4. So we will continue the storyline this weekend as well as the following weekend. So you are seeing the new Paladin, which is really cool, because in preparation for the Lord of Hatred that goes active towards the end of April 2026. So the current content that is for Diablo 4, Season of Slaughter has just started, which is really sounds really gruesome, doesn't it? But you can look like the Butcher, which is really cool.
Ready to see what you're fighting today?
So you might be able to get a chance to look at that as a Paladin, unless we have to create a new character, I'm not sure.
It's not fat on the
We'll
claw.
find out
It's muscle. Real tough to chew through.
in Diablo 4 tomorrow. So, Gambit number 2, we are facing the Cabal. So we faced the Hive
Taking a
to start
break from
off with,
saving the
now the
system?
Cabal.
Good for you.
To
Even heroes gotta have a little fun.
face number 2, and just before we got started, because like I said, we're going to switch specs as we go through Gambit. So I've changed it to Stasis. So Stasis is like Arc in a way. Sorry, punching my team.
Hostiles inbound at the steps.
So if we don't clear the pests around the bank, we can't deposit anything.
Incoming wave at the drill.
Deposit these so I don't lose my mods, because enemy pests will probably kill me. I didn't have any mods. I like how he went after me, but he didn't go after my teammate to make him lose more mods. But
High value target is on the field.
this is where something's very weird.
Your allies invade. They mean business. Your allies down. Took some of it.
So got maximum mods. Possibly. So fortunately I've not lost my mods as bad as it could have been, in fairness, with my teammates. I've killed a lot of stuff to collect mods, but we've lost a lot of mods for different reasons. Because teammates have sadly lost their mods, but it's not their fault. It's the fun and games of Crucible. Ah! Thank you for that, Stinky. I like how you went after me when I didn't have any bloody mods. It was like, no need. How dare they?
Your allies invaded. They mean business. High value targets skip town. Invaders down. They took someone with them. Good. Thanks. You'll summon a primeval. You want to win? That's how.
So that's one way to get in. Is to
Portal's pride.
capture your
Anyone up for a
well,
field trip? Incoming wait at the drill. Allies heading.
mods by killing crap with your super. Couldn't even think how to explain that. You can tell it's been a long day, and my brain's like. So the envoys are here.
Invaders here. Brace yourself. Your allies back. One kill.
Ah? I'm sure he cast his super before, which is a load of crap.
Invaders off the field.
Maybe some suspicious cheating going on here. As not surprising, in fairness, because players just love to cheat for no reason. Ah, does that hurt? That was very funny.
The lead's yours. Enemy team's about to win this. Get through it. Boy taking the dirt next. Primeval time. Your allies invaded.
Taking the dirt now. Well, we can't always win, you know. Yeah, I think there was something not right there with them getting the what super very quickly numerous times. That didn't make any sense. So gambit number 2 was a bit of a shame. Ooh. So gambit number 3. So we faced the Cabal. We face the hive. So who we're going to face for this one? So we could technically do additional one more just to ensure we're done before properly. So it's been quite eventful, hasn't it? And at least we haven't been disconnected, which is another great thing. So like I said, we didn't have internet yesterday, which was a pain in the butt, because we would have been live for World of Warcraft Midnight Part 2. So because that happened, like I said a bit earlier, this reset week coming up, there is disruption coming up, but because of what's happened this week, originally there was going to be next live stream would have been next Friday and Saturday, but because what's happened this week, with yesterday we're not being able to do part 2 from this week, so we're going to go into part 2 on the Thursday this reset week to make up for the part 2 that we never got a chance to do this week. So Thursday will be sort of like an additional stream to what was originally planned for this forthcoming week, with the disruption everywhere this week. And then the week after it will possibly be the Friday and Saturday potentially again, and then the week after it should be a full reset week. So like I said, I will keep you posted about that when we get nearer to it. But disruption, I hate disruption to my streaming. So, and then we should be able to do on the Saturday once again back to normal Rumble Saturday. We haven't done that for ages, have we? But yes, it'd be great to get back into Rumble Saturday. So Rumble Saturday is a Saturday stream where it usually, when we do a full reset week from Tuesday all the way to Saturday, Rumble Saturday just sort of ends the week with additional bit of drama in Worms. And recently we've been bringing in other games, you know, in case Worms has problems connecting and all that sort of thing, because sometimes it takes ages to find a match, but that's because the Worms server might be down and might have little technical issues briefly. So recently we've been bringing in games like Super Animal Royale, Super Bomberman R2, Nuclear Throne, Enter the Gungeon, games like that, Streets of Rage 4 as well as other games as well, just to bring, you know, just to as an additional option if Worms has a problem. So not quite yet, but we should be able to do Rumble Saturday back to normal as usual, and it'd be really good because it is a fun thing to do. Explosive IO Star-Lords. I think the amount of deaths I've had in Worms is more than one players like kill ratio for the entire year, something as high as that, you know. But like I said, it's a bit fun, but once we get back into worms it should be fun. But until then we will do things how I've mentioned, and obviously we'll keep you posted as we get nearer and nearer, hopefully, to be able to bring back Rumble Saturday as we always used to do on a Saturday. It used to be the ultimate thing to look forward to for the reset week, because it was a chance to get back with our Worms family, friends as it were, playing with them in group matches, talking to them as well. So you would have heard me talking to them. That's what it used to be like, but it's been such a big absence, but eventually we should be able to get back to normal with that, so that should be really cool. As it's been a little bit of an absence, hasn't it? So we did do Rumble Saturday, I believe towards the end of January, bit in February I think, but other than that really we never really got a chance to do anything more. So it was more like a little test run to see if the settings were okay and if we can go back into it once again eventually, with the settings and how they are and things. So potentially we should be able to get back into it with the current settings, but we might do a little test just to ensure that the settings again are fine, and then at least we can just leave the settings how they are. So regards to the Eververse store, like I was saying, so this, as we are waiting for the next Gambit instance, so we do have 3 Eververse engrams to open. We can actually open them here, but what's the fun in that? I'd rather go and see Tess at the tower. So this is what's on offer for this reset week in regards to the Eververse. So there is these emotes. You can get absolutely loads of them if they did load up, of course. So like I said, we do have this ship that we can maybe buy later. I'm seeing if it's so the New Age Black Army, where's that? So for example, if we change it to that, so there is other colours that might be better for this ship. Like this one. I think the one that we had earlier was quite cool. This one. And there's this one. See, that looks cool. So that's what's available. So if you got like silver, like I was saying, you do have a chance to buy other things with silver, because there is stuff, you know, available to so like I was saying, there is stuff that is available, purchasing with silver. If you've got the currency, tons of silver, basically, you can buy any of this, which is really cool because these are different ships, and it's really cool having a ship. And then you also got these Star Wars sort of related, as it were, options to buy as well. Different seasonal stuff as well. So you got the ship, which is really cool as well. So once again, you can buy it with silver if you have the silver currency. So if you've got tons of silver, you can even buy this ship as well, which I think was available with Bright Dust. A little while ago, but I didn't have enough Bright Dust to buy it. So there is other things as well that you can buy. So silver, buying that ship with silver rather than Bright Dust, so it will cost you. And you can buy this ship as well. You also got other vehicles as well. So you got this ship and this vehicle, should I say. And also you got this ship as well. So then you got the recommended option as well. So you can buy all these. So in the archive, it does have past things that you can still buy with silver, and they used to have Bright Dust offerings as well. So I don't know why they've stopped that. Like I said, they did have that option to buy stuff. So you got tons of stuff to buy with silver, haven't you? Different appearances for weapons all over the place. So, for example, this is the Sky Burners Oath Red Legion like appearance for the weapon. It's quite cool. So this appearance for the Sunshot is really cool as well. So like I said, you've got tons of appearances for specific weapons if you haven't got them already. So we already have this appearance, I think, for the Prometheus. Have this option for the Sunshot as well. So like I said, you've got tons and tons. Wait a minute, what's that? So this is for the Cold Heart, which is the Arc version. So it should be a Void version as well, or something similar like that. So that's another one that potentially has another appearance for it. I think this is another one. like I said, you've got absolutely loads. So the Hawkmoon hand cannon has this new appearance as well, which is really cool. So regards to Destiny 2 expansions, going to the current one, Destiny 2 Renegades, and you've got Destiny 2 Year of the Prophecy, which consists of Edge of Fate, or I should say Final Shape, and then Edge of Fate, and then Destiny 2 Renegades. So technically like the three. And then obviously Final Shape, and then obviously before that was Lightfall, and then before that was the Witch Queen expansion, and then just before that was Beyond Light, and then before that was Shadowkeep, and then the Forsaken campaign, which goes all the way back to the beginning, more or less, of Destiny 2 storyline. So tons of expansions over the years, tons of things for us to go through over the years as well. It's just a shame they had to put certain stuff away, but they didn't need to do that. I felt they didn't necessarily need to do that. With there being a massive open world anyway, they could just have expanded on top of what they currently got, because they should allow players just to go back if they can or want to and stuff. For example, like in World of Warcraft, we are in World of Warcraft Midnight, as you know, but we can still go back, all the way back to the beginning, travelling there ourselves. And this is where I think they should have done the same with games like Destiny, because if you can go back to the zones that we started off in the Forsaken campaign, even leading up to Destiny, the introduction to the Red War and stuff, and even before that as well, because they could have just kept that and then at least allows players to travel to other parts of previous Destiny stuff while waiting to get into like Crucible, like what we're trying to do. So it should find us a match while we doing other stuff, instead of queuing and sitting and waiting. So in World of Warcraft we can queue for multiple things at the same time. So whichever it finds the players for it, we do that, and then it requeues this back to what we were queued for as well. So, and that's what's good, So I think they could have done that with Destiny. I don't think there was any reason why they shouldn't have, really, but obviously I'm not in charge of how things should be run and all that sort of thing. But I think majority of the public, the community mentioned to them that they shouldn't have just got rid of stuff or archived stuff away. They should just left it there and have it open as an option to go and visit while like I said, queued for raid, queued for dungeon, queued for you know, anything really, queue to anything. So I think, like I said, they should allow all players to queue for multiple things at the same time. So yes, we queued for Gambit, but it should allow us to queue for Control. It should allow us to maybe Control and Gambit and the Nightfall run. Like I said, multiple things at once make sense instead of just one at a time.
Enough fooling around. Falling on the horizon.
No, sound's gone off again.
Some fallen made themselves cozy in the last city, but not these. Finish them.
Don't know why it keeps doing this.
Transmat ready. They say you're the best, hero. Thank those moats and prove it.
But it does, and I don't understand because I haven't done anything to change it. Do you know what I mean? So, welcome to Gambit number 3, technically. So we're facing the Fallen here. So we faced the Hive, we faced the Cabal, we faced the Fallen. So we so far faced a different pest in the Gambits. So we will change it to Ark. So you saw the strand and stasis.
Watch it. You're shedding moats. Kill the blockers.
So if you don't get rid of the blockers, it will eat at your moats at the back. So then you would lose loads of moats, or literally have none to, you know, show that you made progress. Ah, sorry, So we've got maximum mods, so we're going to deposit them before we get hunted.
Invaders here. Brace yourself. Moats drained.
Enemy
The
invader.
blockers must die, sister. Hostiles incoming.
Ah,
in the way.
fuck! You knew where I was. Fuck. Well, this one's going really well.
Invaders off the field.
Well, worst case scenario, lost all my more. Which, like I said, can actually happen. Oh, Buggerface is back.
Opposing team summoned the prime evil. If they kill it, they win it. Portal's active. Time to choose violence.
Eh? How does he know where I am?
Portal's up. Go give them my regards. Invaders off the field.
Oh, this one's been very terrible, hasn't it?
Incoming hostiles at the ring.
So because of that, we do 2 more. Because I'm not happy with that. But like I said, you can see it is a bit of fun, but it's not fun when you lose fucking 25 more.
Bringing them back.
Now he can't make me lose my modes. Yay! At least I deposited the 15 instead of losing another
Portals up. Go
than 15.
Allies headed to the other side. Almost there. Build a bank to summon a prime.
So the catchment mechanics they introduced for Gambit since the Witch Queen expansion is to help the other team that might be well behind to at least have an attempt, slight attempt, regardless how small the percentage will be, in winning or coming back to win or anything like that. So all part of the fair play system, you know. It's great because, you know, it just makes it more fair, regardless.
Team's about to win.
Where's that piece of shit?
Allies invading the other side.
Where's he at?
The enemy team's about to win this. Get moving. Invaders
That was a load of crap.
next time. Your allies down when they manage to kill.
And like I said, just allows us to have a slight chance, but it's not like we're gonna win or anything.
The enemy team's about to win this. Get moving. Fight's over. Opposing team killed their prime leader.
Alright, so enemy team won. Nothing to worry about. So next Gambit coming up. And for some reason the sound's gone off again. And I hate it when it does this because we haven't done anything to touch it. We're just doing that, so it could be indication that the monitor TV is dying. So we will do 2 more. So I do hope you've enjoyed it. Still got 2 more, and then we have a live Nightfall to do. So which Nightfall it will be, I don't know, but we will find out together. So we do have stasis your other ones as well. I don't even know what this one's about. Obviously this relates to stasis. So because we're doing another 2 more, rather than go into solar for this one, we will go back into stasis. So you get to see stasis again, just to show you guys what, see if we can get that little requirement done for stasis. But we do actually have a stasis auto rifle here, and a stasis heavy machine gun, and I think we do have in options a stasis like a Prometheus, but we haven't actually collected it yet, so obviously I haven't got it yet. But like I said, there's so much weapons, or so many weapons in this, and armor, ships and everything. So I haven't actually got all of them, but
All right. Let's see what we've got. Vex on the field.
so far we've faced
Vex have that soft
4
spot in
different
the center.
individual pests, which is a really good thing, but it's rare that that happens live as well.
Get ready to drop. Thank those moats.
So we faced the Hive, we faced the Cabal,
We all gotta
faced
get
the who else have we faced? Vex now, and oh yes, the Fallen as well.
incoming weight at the drill.
So same principle, we have to capture all the zone moats, not the zones necessarily, but we have to make sure the bank's free so we can deposit.
Hostile income at the base.
Thinking of Gambit again. When I was speaking there, I was like, that's not Gambit. And it's like, sorry, I was talking about Gambit, even though I was meant to be talking about well, talking about Crucible when I was meant to talk about Gambit. But never mind.
Moats draining. The blockers must die, sister.
I was talking about capturing the zones, but I'm like, what am I on? Yay! Teammate lost some more. Ah! Eh? How did I lose 2 more? I've just deposited bloody 15. Wanted me to fucking lose more, didn't it?
Your allies invade. They mean business. You're bleeding
Fucking annoying.
Crack the blocker.
Thinking I don't recall picking up anymore.
Opposing team's got a prime evil. Once it dies, they win. Invaders out. Get 'em next.
Oh dear.
Portals up. Go take 'em.
That was so cool. So you got to see this ult there do tons of damage. So that's what it can do. And now my teammate hasn't bothered to pick up the more.
Your friend's down.
Which would have been really helpful, but never mind. Oh well, we can't always have a
Incoming wing at the
what's the word? Team group.
portals up. Go give 'em my regard.
Do what they should, but never mind. Oh, you fucking kidding? It wasn't even fucking there.
Your invaders
So
down.
now I've lost fucking 16 watts now. So this one's been really terrible. Feel like crying. Watch when we go on the nightfall be a fucking Vex one. And I'm like, I'm gonna get fucking revenge here.
Allies headed to the other side. Invaders here. Brace yourself.
Ah, fuck. Where's the gun?
Enemy invader down. Your invaders back. 2 kills.
So, like I said, the catch-up mechanics has allowed us to at least have it in the text to maybe at least
Envoys eliminated.
have some sort of attempt trying to get a primeval down before they have.
Invaders here. Make 'em feel unwelcome.
Ah! No, this is rubbish.
About to win this. Get moving. I got a call.
Rubbish, wasn't it? Yeah, they shouldn't have been able to do that, but never mind. Well, that was really terrible. So in preparation for the final one, we change it to Solar, which is my main favourite subclass. So we were Void, and then we were Strand, then Arc. So with regards to the weekly thing, we've finished all these. So with regards to the little things we can get, so we get some more of these enhancement prisms, which help the enhancement and ascending alloy as well as ascending shard. So we've got some more of these ascending shards. So we maxed out, so we just have to get rid of one. Yeah, like I said, this is where it doesn't make sense, because other materials, such as the raid banners, we can get more than 100. Do you know what I mean? We can get multiple of 100, and the enhancement cores we can get what, nearly 1,000 stacks per stack, which this should be what, the same, but never mind. So we've got some more bright dust and some more chronologue. So when we go into the live Nightfall run, we will have it on Arc, so you will get to see Arc anyway, but in case we've missed Arc, at least we get to change it when we go into the Nightfall run. So this final gambit, who we gonna face? So we faced the Hive, and then we faced the Cabal, and then the Fallen, and then the Vex there, who really hated me, so they killed me for my mods. So, whichever one the Nightfall will be, the pests, it's going to be still fun. Well, it's been a bit dramatic, hasn't it? So we've been doing Crucible, where it was dramatic, and then obviously Gambit, where it's been as dramatic, because I lost mods more than what I did last live stream. And more than I lost on Tuesday, just gone as well. So it's like, you know, and then it's like, oh, I lost that many, and this is where they need to just make slight changes in Crucible. Turn off the indicator just to make it more challenging, because even when the invader comes into the opponent's instance, like what they did, where the little shit shot me and shot my teammates and made them lose motes as well. But this is where they need to change it, so then it makes more sense.
Cabal on the feed.
So Cabal to end tonight's.
Legend says the Cabal Empire holds vast Athenaeum worlds full of
So we
shining
faced the
tech.
Cabal twice tonight. The rest
Prepare for transmat.
have been different ones. So it would have been really cool if we faced the
Feed it some
Scorn
motes, will ya?
to end this, because then it would have been a different pest for each of the Gambit instances. So that is rare that that happens. But it is possible.
Hostiles incoming at the guard.
I think that was the Cabal Centurion or something. So
Incoming at the caves. Invaders here. Make 'em
Liquor.
feel
Oh, I
unwelcome.
got invaded. Ah, fuck! Well, that went really well. Hey? How have I lost my moves again?
High value target is on the field. Hunt it down. Put some
Well, that was a really sensible thing to do. Res me when the enemy player's right in front of you. So instead of losing just my 5 motes or whatever, I've lost like nearly 15 motes already. Unnecessarily as well.
on the island.
Ah,
Your back.
fuck.
Invader incoming.
Hmm.
Opposing team's got a prime evil. Once it dies, they win. Portal's up. Go look in the eyes. Invader's gone. Get him next time.
I don't even know where it was, for one thing. It just said, invaders here, but then it's like, well, where is he? Because he didn't come anywhere near where we were, so I don't know where he was.
Your
Did he
allies invade.
forget we were here or something? Because, like I was saying, obviously the indicator's on, so they know where we are. So that's what spoils it.
High value targets making a break for it. Cut them off. Your invaders now. But what do you do?
Said,
Hostiles
they know where we are, so they
High value
shouldn't
target got away. Get the next one. Large blocker
not
on
know
route
where
to
we
the
are.
enemy. Feels good to be a bad guy, right?
Yay! Deposit my motes that I fucking
Portal's
lost
up.
earlier.
Go look him in the eyes. Incoming at the cave.
That was fun. So, like I said, this instance we're probably not gonna get a chance to get our primeval, but with the catch-up mechanics, it does allow us, under the fair play system, to at least have an attempt. Even though we shouldn't even have a chance at all, realistically, because the team should have finished by now. But with the catch-up mechanics, it is interesting.
Oh, you dropped a large blocker on the enemy.
Might even get us primeval before they even win.
Portal's ready. Don't forget to bring a gift. You're not out of this yet.
Well, this is
Feel
weird.
that
That's
primeval.
weird.
Allies headed to the other side.
Like I said, won by now, but never mind. This is where it's weird, because they should have won. Well, before now.
Enemy team's about to win this. Get
Ah, well, of course they are.
your allies down and out. They're heading back. Envoy's taking a dirt nap. Primeval time. I gotta call it. Enemy team melted their primeval.
Never mind. So, in preparation for the nightfall, so I do hope you enjoyed the Crucible despite doing so terrible and losing all the mod. So we can switch to Arc. So, do hope you enjoyed Crucible. So we did Gambit just now, and the other side of the Crucible just before. So now we're going to go into the final part of tonight's live stream, so a live nightfall run. So in preparation, I made sure we are on Arc subclass in preparation. So we're going to go into live nightfall run. So we're going to go into the world tab, click on the Vanguard tab, and then nightfall tab. So the idea through the nightfall run is to try to get as much points as possible. Bronze, silver, gold, and platinum, I assume. But quite often we just get gold score. But ideally we do try to get a platinum score, which is the highest, and helps with XP and all that sort of thing. And it is hard to know which nightfall it is, because we are doing it live, so we won't know until we go into the actual nightfall instance. And it rotates every single day usually. So when we were live on Tuesday, for some reason it was the same nightfall as the day before when I pre-recorded it, or even that, weekend, should I say, as well. It was the same nightfall, so there must have been a little problem with the it changing every day. So, welcome to the Nightfall. It will be from scratch, hopefully. I do hope you enjoy it.
Hey there, friend. Looks like those scorn meatheads are thriving again in that old worm factory. Any chance you could deal with it?
We're on it, Ninja.
So quite often we bypass this, but obviously if you want to try to get a really good score in a Nightfall run, you want to get as many points as possible. He fell off. Which is quite funny. Betting scorn. Ooh, barrier champion scorn. Oh, he's dead. How quickly? That was really scary. Because usually it takes ages. So also, it's hard to tell if the barrier champions spawn. Additionally, if you get to a certain points threshold, you know, 'cause it's so hard to understand if it's true. So this Nightfall appears to be in maybe Sabathun's. It may be a royal palace. It might be the court of Sabathun. So another barrier champion dealt with very quickly. Which is really funny in a sense, but scary in another, because it shows you how quickly we're getting through this. So we haven't actually been in this instance that long. So like I said, it's hard to know if additional barrier champions in the Nightfall instance spawn if we get a certain amount of points, because like I said, the Nightfall run is much more difficult, and I don't know if it, the amount of pests that are normally in a Nightfall run are points related. That was so funny. That spawn to help us get more points. So each time there is a Nightfall run, it is a different one usually, because it used to be the same one every week for the entire week, but now it is meant to be per day, where obviously before on when Tuesday just gone, we did have that issue where it was the same one, but potentially there was a bug and issues. So so we at this part of the instance now. I don't know who's here. Ah, some more pets. Oh my god. That was dead scary. That's my super. Just to help the team get more points, and also because we gained or collected what do you call it? Orbs of power that my teammates dropped, as well as myself generated. Helps us get our super. So just like I said with the exotic gear, certain gear helps regen that. Oh look, it's like a little maid. What? That's scary. That was quite funny. It's like, get the hell off. Oh. Bugger off. It's not always guaranteed you're going to get a really good score during the nightfall run, or the highest score to get a platinum score. Majority of players just do the nightfall run just to get the instance completed, which makes sense. Because a lot of players not too bothered, and a lot of players probably have already got a really high score over the times they've done this live instance on Nightfall, or attending a Nightfall one. So it leads to here we facing this kingdom. Ah! Shit. Fucking fall. Please don't fall off. Because I fucking fell off. So if we all die here, we will have to start that part of the instance again. That's how bloody annoying it is. Like I said, it's not guaranteed we're going to get a high score, but we are trying to see how many points we can get as a team. Ah, fuck, fucking fell off. Nearly died again. Which would have been really embarrassing. So, usually during the Nightfall run, you try to complete it within 25 minutes. After 25 minutes, you start losing points. So even if you have a high score and then you don't complete it within the 25 minutes, it eats your score, which is a shame because you then your score could be very not as good. So we actually got a gold score here, and compared to what I thought we might have got, yeah, it is sort of disappointing, but get to see the live Nightfall run. That's the whole point. So we can say thank you to our teammates. So I don't know how you're meant to get a really high score, because it might not necessarily mean we did it wrong. It just means some instances maybe you could only get a certain score, which is potentially why you could only get that maybe for that one. But if we can get a platinum score for that, or how far were we away from a platinum score, I don't know. So I do hope you enjoyed that live Nightfall run. So to end tonight's stream, we're going to head back to the tower, head to the main courtyard, so we sometimes get gear we don't need, of course. So we're going to get Tess to open these engrams. So I do hope you've enjoyed it. It's been rather entertaining, I would say. Me dying loads, losing 1 billion modes during Gambit side of Crucible. So we got a few exotic engrams. That the good thing is with the exotic engrams, you can exchange them for resources sometimes as well, more glimmer for example, but you can also exchange for a bit of other exotic gear that you might not have collected appearance of in regards to your characters. So we haven't collected this one. I don't think. Same with this one. So we can get this. Hold a minute, which? So I haven't got that one. Second chance. So we can get second chance with this and using the cipher. So we do that. So we could get that one. So like I said, this one's weird because it's not showing in this option. So we can maybe get this one, but getting it through this way. So, like I said, we collected a couple more options or bits of gear that we haven't collected in the collection. So we have used some of the ciphers. So we've got 2 spare. So what we could do is see if we can maybe get another 2 back. Have a look at the seasonal thing, see if we have a spare site. Oh, we do. Yay. So we've got 1 back. I'm not sure if the main season will have a spare one for us.
Undated computer languages are rich in temporal information.
It is rare that it does.
The symbology it uses.
If we're going to stay here, we should be building
But
more
what we
ships.
could do is see. We will get given another one, but it is rare that we get given another one, but it's potentially could actually give us one. Which is a rare thing, but like I said, is a rare thing that it will give us that. So let's see what tests will give us.
Need something new? Everbus has it.
So it's not guaranteed we're going to get anything cool. So what did we get? So we got a new vehicle. Not too bothered about that. Another buggy.
No hurry, Guardian.
Lock.
So we will head to orbit, because then we can put things into the vault from orbit as well. We could have just gone to the vault there, but this one, let's check. So out of the gear that we got, we're going to put this into the vault and this bit of gear. And store that away. So, regards to the Eververse store, I will buy that ship. So it will cost us some bright dust. So other than that, really, we haven't got anything else realistically that I think we should buy. In regards to what I would like to buy in regards to my character. Nightmare. Get some cool ones. Cool. I think Nightmare might be good. Ah, we could have maybe a Gambit one. So you got this Gambit idea. Oh, this one. So we do have this red one. Oh. Yeah, that'd be fine, wouldn't it? Cool. So we will equip this as our current ship. So, next time we end Destiny 2, it will change ship. So, ladies and gentlemen, I do hope you enjoyed tonight's live stream. So it's not quite the end of this week's live streaming. So just a reminder about next live stream. So final stream of this week, tomorrow night, Saturday the 14th of March 2026, from 7:30 p.m. GMT UK time. We are heading back into Diablo 4. We potentially might get a chance to see what the new season of Slaughter is going to be like, where you can be the butcher basically, which is really cool because he is so hard to kill anyway. But I just hate when he like spawns and he just ruins, you know, you trying to do things and he murders you, because he basically is really hard to kill on your own, of course. So it should be entertaining. So I do hope you can join me from tomorrow night from 7:30 p.m. GMT UK time, and it should be rather entertaining, shouldn't it? And like I mentioned, ladies and gentlemen, in regards to next week, forthcoming week, I will mention this all again tomorrow, but just want to give you guys a recap about next week. So, with the problem that has happened this week, so next Thursday will be a sort of making up for the stream that went or wasn't to be yesterday thanks to the internet. So we're going to go live on Thursday from 7:30 p.m. GMT UK time, week of the 17th of March 2026. We're going to conclude the reset week of World of Warcraft midnight, which I did plan this week, but we're going to do it next week. So rather than us going live on the Wednesday, we are going to go live on the Thursday, as if like we've already done the Wednesday, and then going to do the Thursday as normal. So we're going to head into, you know, continuing the beginning of the storyline in regards to why we are to quell Thalas and why we have to do, you know, help out and all that sort of thing. Also, we're going to see what housing's going to be like, because it is the first time we're going to see that live as well. So that's what we're going to kick off this forthcoming week with that. And then after that, we do have another bit of drama after that. So Friday and Saturday, literally after that. So week of the 17th still, but Friday the 20th and Saturday the 21st of March 2026. So Friday we will have our usual Zers Reset live, like today, so week today basically. And then Saturday we will head, just like tomorrow, head back into Diablo 4 and continue that and see how much more we can get done in regards to the storyline on the brand new Paladin, in preparation for the Lord of Hatred expansion that goes live at the end of April 2026. So plenty to look forward to, ladies and gentlemen, and I do hope you can join me for it. So like I said, just a little recap there about what we will do this forthcoming week. So next stream tomorrow night, do hope you can join me for it as we continue Diablo 4 and see where and how much further forward we can get. But anyway, I do hope you've enjoyed tonight's stream. It's been rather fun, dramatic, explosive. I've died loads, lost a lot of motes. It's really peed me off. And yeah, so it's been a lot of fun, regardless. So ladies and gentlemen, I do want you to all have a great start to your weekend. And I look forward to seeing you for tomorrow night's live stream, where we will head into Diablo 4 on the live server Paladin, the purple one, and continue the storyline where she is at in Act 3. So I do hope you can join me for it. It's going to be fun regardless. Very probably brutal, violent, and yeah, it should be rather fun. So thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you for tomorrow night's live stream. But for now, take care, ladies and gentlemen.